my main man, 100 grand. Shout out, Mark Logan. What's up, Marky Mark?
What up, dude?
Chillin', chillin'.
What up, dude? I don't get heard about this party.
We're here at the Octavia Lab. We're doing another recording of the.
You doing green screen?
I yeah, we're trying to figure out the OBS thing. So it's been uh, a little bit of research and trial and error, as they say. But I know I really didn't figure this out yet. I might ask the librarian if he could help me one more time. um, but my man Mark, yo, you looking good in the camera, bro.
Thanks, sir. Thank you very much.
So-
Need a screen right here so I can make sure I'm staring correctly.
Man, Mark Logan, L.A. comedy. What's up?
There's actually a dude over there. He was recording his old footage from like the improv. Like it looked like '80s stuff. I think he's still over there.
Yeah.
The guy sitting right there.
Whoa.
Yeah, he was converting his VHS tapes to
Digitizing.
digital.
Digitized. Damn.
It's like his name's Jay Lenny or something.
Jay Lenny.
Leno.
Yeah. Some guy.
Yeah, some guy in a full denim outfit over there.
Oh man. So Mark Logan's over here, yo. Mark Logan, if you guys are interested in ever getting some screen printing done or some posters or some stickers or anything creative, go ahead and hit my man up, man.
Hit me up, Mark Prince, Instagram,
Show them the IG page, man.
IG, Instagram.
Right.
What the hell? People still do that.
And you were actually doing a lot during the pandemic.
A lot of printing and stuff.
A lot of stuff, man.
Not really.
Let's kind of zoom in.
How do you get the autofocus? What do you gotta do? This? I see this on YouTube all the time. Put their finger there or something.
Let me see. I'll show it. Oh, man. Hell yeah. Webcam. If you guys are in the LA area, hit my man ML up. Boop. Logan, man, that name is so fucking badass, bro.
I know. Let's say Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday, 2025.
You hitting up any spots tonight?
Corbin Bowl.
Now, how do you get there?
101 to the Tampa exit, and then
Tampa.
yeah,
That's past the what is this?
Reseda.
Oh dang.
It's passing. It's right after the 405.
Oh okay. How long does it take to get there? Like 15? Or I guess if it's right off the 101 at night, that joint's probably empty.
It varies, but definitely if there's no traffic, it's like 25 minutes.
Have you checked out that zebra room yet? It's the old third wheel. It's booked. I mean, it seems like it's like it's a lot of the people from Fourth Wall.
Yes.
They all just went over there. So now it's full rooms at like 6 and 7 and sometimes 8.
Yeah.
And not as full like throughout the day. But when I last looked today, there was one spot left for, I think it was 6 or 7. I'm like, oh dang, full room at that spot. And I'm sure it's all these very supportive. If it's the Fourth Wall people, they're all super supportive of each other. So. Not that that's a bad thing.
The
Like, hi, my name's Mark Logan. You're right. Calm down.
stop. So like zebra room, how much is it?
$5, same old.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it is $5. Same old. Chris Gardner was doing something on Wednesday nights.
Ooh.
The first night was good, but I don't think anyone showed up the last 2 weeks. I went by there last week on Wednesday and nobody was there.
Ah.
But the first night, there was like civilians there and It's a good like little. It's in this little boutique shop off of Cahuenga near Fountain, I believe it is.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like the first day, there was there was probably like 6 civilians in there, and there was probably only like 15 seats. So
Mm-hmm.
the rest were comics. But it was a nice little thing. But then I guess the next couple of weeks it dropped off. Actually, let me look at it right now on this thing, because I saw people just stopped signing up, so I don't even think he's gonna have it anymore.
Jeez.
I'm like, what the heck? And that was free $5 or free for 5 minutes.
Man.
I think you paid $5 if you wanted 8 or 10, but he'd let you go as long as you wanted. So,
Man. You be checking out the like the improv. You be going to the improv too, right? And all that.
I haven't been there in a minute.
It's kind of a 50-50,
Of what?
like because of the lottery or whatever, the bucket.
Yeah, I don't understand how that works. It's every time I'm there, I kill, but I don't get called back every time. So I don't know what's the chick's name? Rita?
Yeah.
I don't know what she's looking for. And if you go back every week, yeah, keep coming back. There's no chance of you getting picked. It's such a freaking broken system.
Yeah.
And then, well, maybe I don't know, but they're supposed to be having that, or I wonder if she ever did that. The open mic for the inside people. Do you remember they were talking about that?
The all women's mic.
No, it's supposed to be like the people that have already been
her
up.
favorites.
Yes, something like that.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, I don't know if that maybe it did happen, and I just didn't get the invite or something.
Me neither. I
don't know
didn't.
what the hell.
Nope.
Again, I don't know what what the criteria is, so I just stopped going. I don't want to sit there and waste 2 hours and might get up
Right.
when I could go other places and get up for sure if I'm trying out stuff.
Right.
But that being said, I will go sit around or I guess you don't sit around for doing the Monday night at Comedy Store.
That one, yeah. Sign up, right?
At least you'll know right then. At least you're not sitting around for whatever.
It's not the email system anymore.
Yeah, thank goodness. I mean, actually, you know what? I was very fortunate with the email. I tried it twice, not consecutive weeks, and both times I got up. So I don't know if someone in there knows me or something like that, or if it was just like random luck.
Yeah.
But now with the signups, I don't know. Maybe we'll see. I did well. Like that guy Alex Duong was there. I did well with Alex, and I did well with AJ. So now I'm trying to get in that friends and family joint. Get in there after the.
You go to crack 'em up.
You know what? I might actually go tonight. It's funny you say that. I haven't been there in a long ass time.
But I seen you in photos.
Oh yeah, I've done
Michelle.
it. I haven't done it I seriously haven't been there in probably like at least 6 months. But I am gonna go tonight though, because now that I got a haircut and a shave, I'm gonna just get up, see if she'll put me up. If not tonight, then at some other time. Because
Right.
that's another spot I fucking kill. And I've done stuff. Actually, you know what? No, I did. We did it like a charity thing at this homeless place about 3 months ago at this place in Burbank. It was an outdoor thing, and it was me, Heidi Heslett, Brandy Denise. Who else was there? Dang, there was like 5 or 6 of us at this homeless place, and it was great. It was a good crowd, and so yeah, I have done that recently. So
The West Side Comedy Theater, huh?
I've never been there.
That one's also like bucket.
If I had a car, I would go there, because just for something different.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's a completely different crowd than everyone we see all the time out here.
Mm-hmm.
But again, all those Zebra Room, that's all those fourth wall people. I don't know if it's like that's like the new comic spot, because everyone or most of the people there, I'm like, I've never seen this person before. I've never heard of this person. But maybe they were saying the same thing about me, so who knows?
They definitely stay in their
Yeah, totally. And it's
pockets.
like, what good is that if you're not getting booked at Improv, Comedy Store, or Laugh Factory? Laugh Factory is another spot I can't figure out. The first time I went there, killed. Call back. Boom. Second time I went there, killed. Nothing. I'm like, what the what's the criteria?
Wow.
But at the time, they weren't doing any like showcases. So it's like, oh, once we start, I'll definitely have you. And that was like months ago. And they started up again. I just haven't been back because you have to get there in time to get the first 10, and I'm not going to sit there again and be after 10 and then wait to hopefully go up. I want to go. No, I'm going up for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if DeHerm even still goes there anymore because he's getting booked not everywhere. He's got that Monday night joint with what is it, Mondays?
Oh, he gets up the improv Monday race.
Yeah, he has a whole little roast thing on that, man.
Oh,
he's like in that.
D. Ray Davis.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And they're doing Marcel and those guys, the jump off show. They're doing that at the improv now, and he has a roast. He has a roast circle at the end of it, it's pretty freaking fun actually. I saw it at Third Wheel when they were doing it, and basically he's just up there and people just get in line and they try to roast him, and then he roasts them, and if they can't roast back within 5 seconds, then they're off the stage. So if they have something, then the next person goes, and if that person has something, then the next person goes. But then, like I said, if you don't do the 5 seconds, then you're off the stage. So it just goes until there's like one champion, and then it's whatever. But usually the one I saw, it was it's that dude. What's that guy's name? He's somebody's son. I think it's Joe Torre's son.
Right.
And his thing is just like, nigga, you homeless. That was his comeback to everything. Nigga, you homeless. I'm like, all right, you've done that one. Look at you, man, you're homeless. Like, every time DeHerm would get him, and then he'd come back with, you're homeless. That's not funny. And he would just look at the crowd, right? Yeah! It's that laugh at your own shit. Try to make other people laugh at your own shit. Right? He's homeless. Like, all right, you did that once.
Oh man, yeah, like, yeah. I mean, I don't really go out to those things. I usually go to mics. I don't really go to shows. Like, I'm not like at shows.
Right.
Cause I like, like I mean, a show I could watch, but I'd rather just go to a mic or
right. Well, whenever I go to a show, like when I go to Crack 'Em Up, I float around. Obviously, I'm not sitting there the whole time.
Yeah,
I hate sitting there the whole time.
Yeah,
because it's, for one, it's like I mean, actually, I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all. I hate it in the fact that I'm not getting up.
Right.
That's the only part. I want to sit there and like not see people not do as well as I know I could do. That's the thing. But then it's just like, well, I need to get up or whatever. But that's the opportunity I take, that I'm saying I'm going to the Comedy Store. I'm not necessarily going to Crack 'Em Up. So I'll go see who's in the original room, and then if there's somebody in the main room, funny, I'll sit there for a second or as long as I can or whatever. But it's usually just to see who's in the original room.
And like, did you ever think that like comedy was gonna be like one of your hobbies, or like the thing that you'd be doing and stuff?
I mean, I wanted it to be. I wish I would have started when I wanted to fucking do it, man. Jesus, because it's such a different world now, man, with the fucking followers and like, I came in. Actually, you know what? Had I known it was gonna be like this, I would have been more persistent when I first started. But who knows when you first start?
Right?
I have no idea. But yeah, with all the like, you gotta film every day and When I started in, what was it, 2018, beginning of 2018?
Mm-hmm.
It was obviously nothing like this. Like, we go into Marty's. If that was the case, you'd be going to Marty's. You'd be filming literally every single set. You'd be filming outside. They could have filmed just at Marty's and got people coming there just from that, if that was like the case. But now it's so. It's not that I don't want to do it. It's just like I don't want to say it's a lot of work, because you obviously have to put in the work to fucking get somewhere. But it's just too much work, and I just want to do comedy.
Right.
It's like the bringer shows. It's like, I just want to do the show. I don't want to promote the show and sell tickets for the show. And I just want to, I'm funny. I want to do comedy, sell that, like do that. Like, let that speak for itself.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't, again, hard work beats talent every day. So.
But you're very diverse. You do like even like different artistic like you know, uh, you had techniques. I mean, like, or I'm not getting the word right, but you have a lot of skills, like artistic skills. There we go.
Right.
You have the comedic skills. You have the skills to create your own merch. You have the skills to design things and make things look cool. So like already, like you got. I've always said you got like the vision for it, and it's cool as fuck. It's not like people that they don't even know how to screen print. They
Right.
don't know how to do any video editing or none of that stuff.
Mhm.
I don't. I mean, I'm struggling with it too, and I've always like looked at how you do stickers and shirts and sweaters
But I
and
do that stuff just to
hoodies.
fuck around. Like when if it's for something, again, it's work. Like I could be well known for that as well if I want to put in the time. Like, oh, okay, let me make a reel every day of me screen printing, and here's how do you make this. Here's every step. It's like that. That I know. I would rather put in the work for that than for comedy. Because for comedy, you have no idea who's going to see that. With the art stuff, people will see that and people will appreciate it. People that don't know how to do it, that are either learning how to do it or want to do it, they'll appreciate that. With comedy, it's just like, all right, hopefully the right person sees this and hopefully it gets enough clicks. And I mean, I figured it out. Like I posted something on Reddit a couple months or probably like 6 months. Or no, it was like 3 or 4 months ago. And it wasn't the best footage, or wasn't the best like lighting of the place, and the crowd wasn't really that lit or mic'd, so you couldn't hear the laughs as much. And it got decent numbers, so I'm like, oh, all right. So basically, you just have to do a really high quality thing. You got to boost the laughter so people hear the laughter, and just make it look quality, make it look like the club filmed it or something like that, and then obviously put the titles on there. And that'll get you hits, but then you just got to keep doing it.
For real, because like you just brought up a very interesting fact about some audiences are not gonna get the joke, but that doesn't mean that the joke isn't a funny ass joke. Like,
And yeah, if you at least have the presentation ready, if you set it up enough for them, the right people will laugh. If they know it's okay, I'm supposed to laugh at it, because that's what it seems like. It's like I was saying with the Zebra Room people. It's like you're supposed to laugh, so you're ready to laugh at anything that you think everyone's about to laugh about. So if you see a professional thing and there's nothing to like criticize, because that was like something that they were pointing out on my video, like, I'm glad you posted a video of yourself bombing, and I'm like, well, I'm obviously not bombing. The laughter is low. It's because the crowd wasn't mic'd. So then I watched another video, and the freaking crowd is like, you can hear. It's as if the freaking mic is in their face. So I'm like, okay, they obviously boosted that part. So that's something that you need to do, because it was a club handheld thing. So obviously they didn't have the audio from the club. So just like you get in here, you get someplace, you boost the audio, or maybe even who knows, they could be adding laughter as well. Which I wouldn't put it past them. Which I couldn't hate on it, because again, trick the people into saying you're good. Like, yeah, look at this video. Look how hard they're laughing at this. Even though you added it, people are going to, whoever's booking you is going to be like, oh, yeah, you're right. You are marketable. Okay, I'll put you in there. Can you bring in 75 people? Like, fuck you.
for real, see, the fucking thing is that they can't even sell tickets. The damn club can't
So
even
why
sell
would
tickets.
we be able to? That's your job, and you're getting us to do. Your job isn't to find people to sell tickets. A promoter, a club, a DJ promoter doesn't get a DJ. Well, actually, maybe they do get DJs to promote their stuff. But people, if you know the DJ, it's whatever. But if you respect the promoter, you'll come to the show. You don't need to be like, oh, let's see who's on the show. You're going to be like, oh, he's doing it. I know it's going to be funny. I'm going to come regardless. That's the way it's supposed to be.
And I think what you're saying is very, very valid, because we're the ones that are paying $5 to perform for like 3 minutes,
Right.
and buying like beers and beers and beers at these damn places, and they only they gatekeep the showcase spots.
Right. Yeah, yeah.
It's,
For people that they think everyone is blah, blah, blah. Again, if you're doing the right job, all right. If you're selling the headliner, make it just the headliner. Promote the hell out of the headliner. If that's the case.
and like I'm gonna put it in the middle between us because it's. I think that one microphone is only getting picked up. I'm trying to figure out, but whatever.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
It's like the yeah. Let's just talk like this. Like you like pretty much do your best to get in the good graces of the damn clubs, and they still won't at least like give you. They have all these damn shows. They could figure out how to organize. Okay, we've given this person a spot every single week,
or even once a month. You got let's say there's 6 shows a night. The early show and the late show. I'm doing comedy store. One spot at each show. It's not gonna kill the fucking show. And have it be the person who have it be a lottery from the people that got picked on potluck. How about that? You're already getting one lottery, have it do another lottery, let them get on the show. If they do well, some reward or something like that. Like, simple as that. And have it be that you're leveling up. Like, instead of it just being some random shit where it's like, hey, I killed, no one said anything, no one even gives you feedback. Like, hey, dude, you did well, except had you done this, da-da-da-da. Like, you picked me, well, potluck is random, but let's say like the improv. You selected me to get up here. You obviously saw something. You didn't see something this time. What was the issue? Like, don't you want to help us? Like, isn't that part of the, again, your promoter? Like, don't you want to bring in good talent? Like, if you saw something then, do you not see it? Oh, you know what? I don't see anything on them this week, so I'm not even going to talk to them about it. Next people, like, it has to be the hit. Like, you got to be a hit, and you got to check every, like, box, like, nowadays.
But all these dudes are like, they're not consistently crushing.
That's the thing. That's the thing. If they were killing and then it's like, oh shit, they're on Netflix, like, hey, they should be on Netflix. If that was the case, I wouldn't be saying shit. I don't want to say, I'm mediocre. It's mediocre people. I'm putting myself in that. It's people that aren't like murdering. I mean, I murder, but I'm going to be like honest and just like, it's the middle of the line people that are continually getting back, and they're not like it's not like they're getting that much funnier when you see them getting more like shit. It's like they're like, oh, well, that worked, so let me just keep doing this stuff. Like, it's not like they're not leveling up or anything. I don't see anyone getting like better to the point where they're like they started okay and now they're like, oh shit, remember that guy? They're like, oh, actually, you know what? The Herm's like that. I didn't used to like the Herm, but now I think he fucking kills. But he's been doing it for, what, 10, 12 years or something like that. So, but yeah, he's an example. And he's actually getting his props now. But that's from the roasting shit. No one's doing the roast. Once you do the roast battle, he's good at the roasting. Like, he's really good at the roasting. So you can't deny that. And that's something, unfortunately, because I hate doing that shit.
But it's hacky.
It's something that will get you, it'll get you on roast battle. You know, so many people on roast battle that don't get on any other shows.
People that aren't even doing comedy get on that damn.
They aren't doing any other shows yet. They're on roast battle.
It's not productive. It's not really getting.
It doesn't make sense.
Or getting you where you really want to go.
It doesn't make any sense.
You're not that desperate. You're not desperate to be accepted or like, oh,
I don't want to do roast battle. Why would I sit there and write something that I'm not going to be able to use? Why do I waste the time to write something I'm never going to be used again? Against someone that I don't want them pointing out shit about me.
It gets
it's as simple as that.
It's not even authentic anymore at that point. It's so like
yeah, you know what will trigger the audience.
Yes.
Like, you know what kind of stuff to say to trigger the audience, you know? And then the people that they're pitting against each other, not all, actually, I've seen like these. But again, it's like you said, it's people that are on there that aren't comics, or you never see them again. Like, all right, well, put comics up there then. Or make that a part of a show where it's only comics and the rest is a freaking comedy show or something.
Yeah, you're right. And like, you just gotta like realize that these people they're just lazy and they don't really want to do comedy like stand up.
No, it's not that they're lazy. It's you're watering yourself down. It's like what I was about to say about myself before. Like when you're talking about, oh, you're so talented, this and that. Or like, what is it? Jack of all trades, master of none.
Yeah.
It's like, well, shit. Well, yeah, you can do all this stuff, but you're not the best at this thing. By doing roast battles well, it's watering down what you're doing. Yeah, oh, I'm not the best at roast battle, but people saw me. No, they saw you doing roast stuff. They didn't see you doing your material, so it's not going to get you in the door. Or maybe it does. But again, the people on roast, unless you're already established, I don't see anyone going from roast battle to getting booked on shows. And why would you? Because you're not doing material that's like material.
And we're like we're in the like the this place, there's like a million shows every single night.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you don't even necessarily need to get booked on these DIY shows, right? DIY shows, like it's like backyard shows or people that are like renting out a theater,
right.
So there's just a massive amount of stage time out here. You could even stand on the street, and if you're like on a roll, you can like get a lot of people to laugh.
Oh yeah,
or whatever.
for sure. That was Mohawk was doing that at Venice Beach.
Right.
You go out there, you do it for people passing by. And I mean, if you're good, you could do that all day, and you get viral or something, or fake your virality. Have your friend come up and like, hey, look at this guy. You can fake that shit if you're good enough to do that. But I mean, again, it's like you got to find a lane, or you don't have to find a lane,
or your people that fuck with
something, yeah, and be the best at that.
Yeah,
like the watered down stuff. I mean, again, unless I'm missing something, I don't see anyone that does. I mean, I'm pointing out the roast battle stuff, but I don't see anyone that does roast battle, and it's, hey, I'm at the Comedy Store, but you're doing roast battle, and it's not getting you. Yeah. You're not getting on the wall from.
It's an illusion.
Yeah,
it's an illusion.
You're not getting, and that's why, like I was saying with the potluck, it's an illusion. It's like, oh, hey, I got on potluck. I murdered. Maybe I'm gonna get blah blah talked to or something. A fucking email, dude. Like, hey, good job or thanks for showing something. Yeah. Fucking something. They don't give you shit.
You brought up something, and it's like they're not getting their names on the wall. The people that are getting their names on the wall, they're absolutely nobodies. Right.
No, there's a lot of nobodies. There's a lot of people who are like, what happened to these people? But not to mention names. We're not going to mention names.
But y'all, even if we told you the name, that'd be the first time you'd be hearing that fucking name.
Exactly. And you're not going to hear anything, the person we're talking about.
It's a list of them.
I mean, the person I have on the top of my list, I don't feel like you're going to see anything, a special come out or something like that. It's not like we all know how that happened, supposedly. I'm not going to mention it. But yeah, you're not getting on the wall from doing roast battle. Period. No one is, Jamar's not on there. He's been on the roast battle band, is he on the wall?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, okay, that's what I'm saying.
But he's not. But he's not like included in this or that. He has
right.
He doesn't even. So like all of these guys, they have to claw their way to stay stuck on that damn show. Like they have to literally like either play a whatever.
Right. Or have something, which is fine.
Yeah.
They had a whole little, what were they, the wave or whatever?
Yeah.
That was a good gig. That was a neat, it was something, it was funny. It was like, oh, they have something going, like point to them, and that's cool. They made something out of that. But I mean, it
died out.
It didn't make them. Oh, it brought the next step. Remember this guy? He used to just do this, and now he's doing.
They're not like super viral or super internationally known.
Or that didn't make them like Willie Hunter, right? But that didn't make. Like he was a writer.
It's only
so
us.
It wasn't
right.
Yeah. Like it wasn't that made him like, oh shit. Because of that, he should get this writing for this TV show or
Steven Spielberg saw you.
Right. Like no one's. And that's why it sucks. It's not like the old days. Like it used to be, people would fucking come to the shows and be like, "Oh shit,
they still
an agent
do.
for." They do, but it's different.
Yeah,
you gotta have, and I get it. If you have 1 million followers or you have a video with 1 million views, that used to be TV like wet their bed. Like, oh, on Thursday night we got this for shit. Like I get it. I fucking totally get it. But I mean, what is it getting you? It's like again, if you know how to. If I was good, well. If I took the time to be good at filming and editing, and then no, I see everything like that I would need to do if I wanted to do that. Actually,
But look, I understand exactly what you're saying. I understand exactly what you're saying. They expect us to goddamn dig it out the mud, polish it, clean it up, mold it, shape it, wrap it up. Instead of us that's already picked up the gold, they want you to like weld it and all that.
They're supposed to be doing that shit. That's they're supposed
Their
to be
job.
They know where it's supposed to go.
And then they still want to cut.
Yep. Which is very odd. Because why wouldn't you? I mean, that's what a bunch of YouTube, which is good for them. There's a bunch of YouTubers that are YouTubers, and I'll see at the end, hey, catch me on my comedy tour. I'm like, your fucking comedy tour? And I'll look it up, and they're sold out across the country. I get it. If they're getting 1 million views on their videos, of course they're going to sell out at a venue. But I guarantee you they don't have an agent. I guarantee you they're not working with someone else. They're doing that, or whoever put together their YouTube page, if it was them and their girlfriend, or if there was an agent, whatever, that's the person that got that. It wasn't like, hey, look, I have 1 million views. Can you do something with it? They can say to a venue, hey, I have 1 million views. Even if 1% of my people came to a show, that's still way more that's going to come to any show. So what is 1%? 10,000 people? Like, that's still going to be a shitload of people. Even if half of 1% came to a show, you know, and it's people in different cities or whatever. So, I mean, I get all that stuff. I get it.
It's like they wanna have you do all the work, right? But then this is the crazy part. It's like the industry is dying.
Too.
We're slowly seeing that these movie whatever industry moguls are getting into trouble, and
or just movies aren't making money anymore. So why they're not going to invest in stuff? All the movies that got canceled that were good movies that didn't come out, like, yeah, the industry is completely changing. And yeah, like, again, like, what do you do it for? You're not doing it for a sitcom, because where's there a sitcom?
Mm-hmm.
There's no major TV channel.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Netflix?
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, are you still? No one's watching that shit. Like, what are people watching? Like, not even just talking about stand-up or sitcoms or whatever. Like with the Star Wars stuff, I haven't watched any of that stuff since The Mandalorian, because there's too many of them and it's watered down. So you're not gonna be a guy out there like, oh, I'm gonna write a new Star Wars story. Mm-hmm. Like, no one's gonna give a shit about it. There's 50 million other ones out there. So why would you want to be the next one to water it down? Like we were saying before, to water it down again, do something specific and make it good instead of doing 10,000 things that are just okay, you know? Like, why? Like, again, why would you do that? Like, no one's doing that, so why would that even be? Doing your own shit is the thing.
Yeah.
And I mean, it goes back to what we're saying. Like, if I want to take the time to film it and I know it works, so I don't complain that much. I'm venting.
No, but you're making a sense, because a lot of us we can you know, go ahead and wear ourselves out and try to like figure this out, but there's no, if the timing is not right, right, then it's not going to work out.
It's still luck, yeah. It's still luck.
Like,
even if and that's part of the hesitance to even do that. Because I know, all right, let's say I put in all this time and do this shit, and it still doesn't pop off. Like, great, I just wasted that. I mean, it's a stupid way to think. You can't think that way. But I've seen it enough that it's like, all right, well, this person's been doing it. Like, who did I see doing? But there's a comic. I'm not going to mention any names on this. There's a comic that I saw, and he figured, oh, I just got to film my stuff. I'll film my road shows and da-da-da-da. I've been following him just to see how his number is going up. He's still like at 1,000 followers, and it's been like 3 or 4 years. So it's just like, well, what good was all of that shit? That, like, it didn't catch on to anybody. No one like shared it or anything like that. So what to that person? Like, what? Why even keep doing it or figure that? You think you've figured that out, but it's like, well, shit. What else should they do? Like, there's not much more you can do.
If I'll mention a name, and I think that it's like so interesting, because what you're saying, all of these different elements, right? Like Ty Rivera, you know, like this dude was already on TV, right? Like he he did comedy, like grinded it out. Got on Gabriel Iglesias' comedy Revolution, stand-up comedy Revolution, and the Late Night on Gotham.
Oh shit. Okay.
So like he got on TV, and he was still being overlooked by the clubs, even though he already had
You got
like
credit.
the
What the hell?
credits,
Right.
right? And and was opening for Joe Coy, even though Joe Coy still kind of he was already popular, but he's
Yeah.
kept his popularity.
Right. The momentum kept going. Right. But still, again, you would think, oh, I got a credit. Use that as your promotion. From da-da-da-da, we have Mark Logan. Like, use that as your promotion. Why do I have to be, hey, guys, I'm doing a show. Can you guys come, please? How shitty does that look? It doesn't make you seem like you're good. Why are you promoting your own show? It's fucking Kevin Hart. Well, yes. No, Kevin Hart isn't out there telling you to come to his show. He's saying, I have a show, and you're going to come to the fucking show. He's not saying, hey, come to my show. It's going to be so funny, and da-da-da-da. No, it's like, oh, shit, I know it's going to be funny.
But like what you, like right there, like the Ty Rivera thing is that what you're even it even connects to what you just said about Kevin Hart. Like Kevin Hart, he was also doing the acting, right?
Mhm.
You saw him on TV, and you're like, wait a minute, that guy does stand up. He was on TV. He was
Right.
on the movie. He was this and that. So that's like the consumer's brain already.
Exactly. Why would you not use that? As a promoter, that should be a freaking no problem. Like, oh, yeah, of course I'm going to do that. Thank you for being on that, because that's what I'm going to use to help promote this. Boom, from that. Like, why does promoter not have a list of, I don't know, for lack of a better group, churches or like women's groups or blah, blah, blah. Like, I have a female friend down in San Diego. They do girls' night at least once a week, and they go to a comedy club. Like, and I'm sure they're not the only, I guarantee you they're not the only ones. Why would you not have a list of that?
Man.
Or, hey, sign up for my thing. Ladies get in half price.
Man.
Like, whatever. Like, something like, why do I have to do that? And that's I'm only promoting one comic, me. I'm not saying, hey, and this guy's good, and this guy's good, where's the promoter? And he comes to them. I got this guy that's hilarious. I got this guy that did this. He was on this show, and da-da-da-da. Like, why does it have to be a one at a time? And then you're surprised when you get there, and it's like, oh, well, that guy brought 20 people, but he sucks. And this guy, he brought one, or like an example, at a bringer. He brought one. He gets to go last and only gets 3 minutes, even though he kills.
They start implementing a useless politics at all these places. These places survive because of the entertainers.
Right.
And they still create like internal conflict for no
reason,
no
right.
reason at all.
For no reason. Why are so many clubs not making it? It's for that reason alone. Like, you're having the comic do the promotion. So, of course, there's not going to be... Comics aren't known as the best whatevers of anything. They do comedy. It's the well-known joke. Oh, yeah, they're awful husbands. They're awful. They're miserable. They're blah, 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 blah. Why would we be great promoters? That makes no fucking sense whatsoever.
You can't be in an artistic mode and then also be thinking business,
Right.
and then thinking of technology, and then thinking sobriety,
Right,
and then thinking
right.
it's all crazy.
Like I think of if someone's like, oh yeah, Rodney Dangerfield's around the age you're at now, and that's when he got big. You think Rodney Dangerfield would have fucking done Instagram and any of that shit?
Nah.
And even if he would have been killing, no one would have seen it because he wouldn't have put that shit out there. And is Rodney not funny because he's not out there? Like, no one's doing that shit.
Right.
Then it's like, yeah, that's just the way it is now. You got to do it. It's like, oh shit, it's not doing well.
Yeah.
It's not. If that's the way it is, it's not doing well. Like,
Man.
there's so many flash in the pan. Like, what happened to King Batch?
Damn.
He was huge. Like, that didn't get. He should be doing, well, because he used to come by Marty, so they were like, oh yeah, it's an Instagram like comic. We used to call him that back then, Instagram comic, and that's what he was. I mean, he got booked and shit like that, but I mean, if he was a funny comic while he was doing that shit, he could have been on the road to the point where he is now.
Yeah.
He'd just be doing road shows.
Yeah.
And because his comedy would be so fucking good.
Man.
So again, it doesn't. It does. It's. Is it worth it? I mean, I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he's killing it. I don't know. Maybe he's like executive producer or whatever. But in the public eye, I don't see him. Like the public doesn't know who that is anymore. That's if you tell that to someone, they're like, "Oh, you mean that guy from Vine?" Like no one's gonna remember. You know, it's not gonna be a longevity thing, and that's part of what's keeping me from doing that shit too. Because it's like
Now it's Mr. Beast or
right. Well, it's like all right, if you do that, and it's a hit, you have to keep doing that now, and you got to make it better than the last one. And it's like, well, when I'm gonna do comedy, like I don't want to like worry about the production value or like making a bigger video title or whatever. Like you got to keep making the promotion stuff better and better or whatever. And it's not like someone's going to be like, oh, all right, now that you reach this point, well, the studio's going to do it for you. It's like, no, you're part of us. You still got to keep doing your shit. You know, it's not like they get people to help you out. You have more money, you can pay people, but it's not like they're helping you out. Like, hey, here's what we need. So we're going to give you this and da-da-da. Like it used to be like with the record people. Like they give you an advance for you to do your advertising and your da-da-da-da. But we saw how big of a freaking shit show that turned out to be.
Man, yeah, music is rough right now. Like, it's so industry rigged. Like, just you can buy your numbers, your followers, your
or you were related to somebody.
Right.
The nepo babies.
Yes.
Like that movie Novocaine. That has what's that guy's? That's Randy Quaid's son. Did you know that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's Randy Quaid's son. So, because he's the guy from The Boys. Because I see that guy, and I'm like, when I first saw he was doing the movie Novocaine, I was like, wait, he got this from The Boys? He wasn't that whatever, and he's not that good looking of a guy. And then, Quaid. Like, Quaid, let me look at it. Oh, no wonder he got that. Like, fucking give somebody else a chance. Jesus Christ.
Dude, all of them are J.J. Abrams' daughter does music, too. It's like, why does... I get it that, like... you want to like live an artistic life, right?
Yeah.
Like, but at the same time, it's like we know that the music.
Right, you didn't get there on your own accord or whatever. Like that's. I was watching this thing on what's the chick from freaking 90210?
Pamela?
No, from the spelling Tori spelling. There was something on her and. She was coming up. She was like, "Oh yeah," and I did an audition, with a different last name, so they wouldn't just pick me for blah blah. We know who the fuck you are. It's not like just because you have a different name, we're gonna look at you and be like, "Oh well, it says Tori Johnson, but it can't be Tori Spelling." So yeah, go ahead. As if that was a fucking like. It's like, wow. But I think they're that not delusional, but they have no other idea of how it is. So. But it's fucking delusional. Like, yeah, you grew up in Hollywood, and you're gonna go to an audition, and you think they're not gonna know who you are. Like, shame on them if that's the case. And she said that's how she got 90210 because she auditioned. Not that her father was the executive producer.
Oh shit!
Like, how the hell can you even like say that?
Yeah.
But again, to go back to the whole thing, like what we're talking about, she's broke now. Like literally, like broke. Like she's worth like $150,000. That was the last thing I saw. I'm like, Your dad was a probably billionaire by modern day standards, and you're broke right now because you didn't use or whatever.
Has no other skills.
Yeah, none. Like you didn't have that skill in the first place.
Yeah.
So that fizzled out, and of course you're not getting. Of course you're gonna be in Sharknado. Like no one's gonna take you serious. You're not getting a role in like. Anything. You're not an A-lister. You're like a Z-lister. And she's fine with that, but I just can't imagine, like, being at the peak. Fucking 90210 is huge. Like, that was humongous. And to not be as famous or whatever. Because Jason Priestley, well, I wonder if they're still getting... Wait, how can she must... They probably didn't have good syndication deals or something. I was gonna say, how could she be broke? Like she should be at least be getting that, but maybe they didn't. Maybe it's not on syndication that much.
That too, because I don't see.
Yeah, I don't. That's what I'm thinking now. Like, wait, I haven't seen that anywhere. There's a channel on Pluto, but that's literally the only place I've seen it.
It's one out of the.
That's what I'm saying.
How many Law and Order reruns?
Exactly.
Are they doing?
exactly. God, those guys are. Phew.
And she should be good enough to at least do something on like Law and Order once in a while.
Right. She's too she's too recognizable now. Which again, how are you going to say you're auditioning and using a different last name as if people are going to recognize you? You're too recognizable that people. Oh shit! Unless she plays herself,
Right.
which she could do. You just gotta admit that you're. Actually, no, I'm not gonna say admit because I watched this thing on her and. She grew up super rich and her dad spoiled the shit out of her, so she had literally no other way of knowing how shit was.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what did she say? I don't know if she said multiple times or at least one time her dad created snow on Christmas for her in, Beverly Hills, and that was normal to her.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she asked, oh, did you guys have some, or like, what did you guys do in your, like, to her friends? I was like, we didn't have fucking snow in our yard. They had like 100-something room mansion, and like all this stuff. So,
but that's not her fault, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like she had no other way, and her parents weren't like, "Hey, by the way, this is special." Like, you're gonna have, yes, you're gonna have this, or I was gonna say yes, you're gonna have this money, but the wife wound up getting it, and they wound up not giving it to her because they said she would be frivolous with the money. Which again, she has no other way of knowing. No one taught her to be responsible with the money. So what?
Our business.
How dare you be like, oh, you're bad with money. We didn't teach you how to be good with money, but you're bad with money, so you're not getting any money. Like, that's
it's messed up.
Dick move. Dick move.
And we both come from that like where we have that circumstances. Even see that's the crazy part. You're loaded, you still come up with bad
right.
bad aftermath or whatever. You're poor, you still come back.
Right.
Can't have it all.
Right.
Like,
it's a mindset. It's definitely what you. I don't know. It's focus. It's discipline. It's whatever. Like I always tell people, I crave discipline as a kid. Like you need to. Here, this is what you need to do. Like if you don't enforce that when they get older, they're gonna be fucking lost. Like she is now. Like. Even though she's again, I watched this YouTube thing recently. Even though she's broke, no money coming in, she rents a place $12,000 a month. It's like you don't have any money. How the fuck are you doing this? Like she has no like. Oh, you know what? Maybe I gotta be modest and get a $2,000. You can get a nice ass place.
Yeah.
It's not what she's used to.
Yeah.
But you're gonna have to settle down because you're never gonna be what you used to.
Right.
That's something I've been telling myself lately. Like I'm like, oh man, I used to have this job. I used to make $100,000 a year. I gotta get back to that. And I'm like, dude, you're not getting back to that. Like, accept that and like make whatever you're making now as fulfilling or whatever as that, as that money was to you at that time.
Nah, it's true. It's definitely true. That's definitely a real. We bring it back to grounding yourself and being in the moment, not letting like the past or the future.
Yeah, that's big.
Dictate.
That's really big. Like that's really, really big. You can't talk about, oh man, I used to have this, I used to have that. I do that all the fucking time, and I hate that I do it because it's like, yeah, you used to enjoy that you had it. Like enjoy that memory because you're not gonna get that again. Don't think like, oh man, I blew it, or I should have did this, or I should have did that. It's all a learning lesson.
Mm-hmm.
Go forward and be happy. No regrets.
There's no telling where anything's gonna go.
Right,
so.
right. So don't think like, oh shit, if I would have done this, then this would have happened, and then I would be happy. I would be so much happier than I am now. Like you have no idea. You have no fucking idea. I used to say this path isn't gonna blah blah blah, and then that's gonna make you happy. So yeah, you can't look back.
It's cool though, like being able to see and break it down in little details. How interesting, different. You're thinking if I had this, it would be this way. But the comedy thing is just like, it is a skill. It's a craft.
Totally.
You can't deny someone that's making strangers laugh.
Right. Exactly. They either laugh or they don't. And if they laugh, you've done what you were trying to do. Period. Yeah, it's definitely a skill. Because we've seen numerous people that don't do that. They're trying to and they don't do it. So it's a skill. It's like, oh, all right. I know I can do that. But then that becomes the frustrating part. It's like, I know I can do it.
Yeah. yeah. I think you have to have that that like tenacity and that.
I mean, if you want to do it, if you want to do it, do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm old,
Nah, man.
but old for what? Like I was thinking about that actually yesterday. Like hanging around with a bunch of little kids, like daughters of whoever, daughters of girls or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, you're old. It's like, well, what does that mean? Like, what are you saying to me then? Like, I'm gonna die soon? Like, or I'm not relevant? Like, what is that? Or are you just saying old just to say like old? Like, you could do whatever at whatever age, you know, if you wanted to do it. Like, I could get back. I'm thinking about getting back into skateboarding. Like, I could do that at now. If you wanted to do it, you know how to do it. Just go ahead and do it. Or if not, as long as it's making you happy.
Right. You ride the board. You know how to get on it. You know how to set up a board and all that stuff.
If it's fun, as long as you. I mean, if it's whatever, you know what? Screw it. Even if it's not fun, whatever reason you're doing it, do it. If you have a reason yourself to do it, freaking do it. It's as simple as that.
Right. And the joy that comedy brings you, doesn't it? Like.
Yeah. It's a drug. It's definitely a drug.
But my therapist told me this, and I think that this is something that will resonate with you too. You get on, you do good, you get off, and then the feeling is like it melts away.
Yeah, you're chasing, and you're like, fuck, I gotta get on stage again right now. That's why after every show I do, which I kill all the time, but I'm not bragging, I fucking do. I go get food or something because I need that dopamine again. I need something like, all right, I'm gonna go get a fucking Wendy's or some shit like that. If I can't get on stage right now, I'm gonna go get some delicious food just to get that dopamine fix again. If I can't get back on stage again, you know, it's very people don't get it until you get. I mean, there's comics out there that don't do well, and maybe they don't get it because they don't get the rush. But when get off stage and I fucking killed, I wanna fucking go back up and do that shit. Like, let me get 10 more minutes. But yeah, I gotta eat. Literally every single time I go get something to eat. That's my ritual because I need some form of dopamine after that like rush of like, oh, that was
accomplishment.
Yeah, like, that was fucking awesome. Like, oh shit, I did it. Like I did exactly what I was trying to do. I fucking did it. Like, you know, it's like a good fucking hit of heroin or whatever.
Well, anything that you accomplish, I think that you always get that, but you always have to remember that is always the audience doesn't make you funny. You already have the creative mindset and the humor within you already, that you don't need their validation at the end of the day, that you already entertain yourself every day.
No, you need their validation. That's what comics are.
No,
need the fucking
I know you need it, but
no, I hear what you're saying.
It's like you like, okay, like it's an addiction, right? And you don't really want to get too addicted to that because it kind of drives you in a different path when you can kind of like control the urge to like dry yourself thin.
Right. I hear what you're saying. Like making it just so, all right, I know what's going to make this crowd laugh, even if it's not something that's close to you or whatever. And that's why, like, again, that's why I feel that rush, because my material is very specific to me. So if I can get them relating to that, it's such a feeling. Like it is a form of validation to me. It's like, oh, they heard me and they laughed. They thought it was as ridiculous the shit that I went through growing up. They thought it was as ridiculous as I thought it was, and they were laughing, and blah, blah, blah. So it's for me anyway. Like some of the stuff or a lot of this stuff, all the stuff I talk about. I don't think I have any like jokes that aren't like about me in particular, that I have like something that I'm frustrated about or whatever. I don't think I have anything that's just like a throwaway. I'm trying to think if I even have anything. No, everything. I mean, everything has some sort of comes back.
Mm-hmm. Nah,
because even I'm writing this joke right now about prison. Like kids nowadays, they're not like scared of jail anymore. Like they're out there wild and they're not scared of jail. It's because they didn't have Oz growing up. Remember that show Oz on HBO? That shit was fucked up, right? That's enough. That was enough to keep me out of fucking jail. Like I don't want to go to fucking Oz jail. Like they have Orange is the New Black, you know? That's their thing, right? Oz was red is the new color of your asshole. That's basically that's what Oz was. So like they need some. So that even that joke, like Oz really did scare me. Like I can't. I know how good it was. I can't watch it still to this day because I don't want those thoughts in my head of like, oh man, that's fucked up. What's going on? That's going on. I'm sure it's still going on in there. So I can't even watch that shit. So telling that joke or trying to craft this joke into, that's literally the beginning of this joke. Crafting this joke, I know other people can relate. Because people have seen Oz and were like, that was fucked up. Like, Orange is the New Black was nothing. That was sexy. Like, that's nowhere near what Oz was. Oz was traumatizing to watch.
Yeah, they definitely like made it like super. I was even scared of.
What was that one with Sean Penn? Remember that one? What the hell was that called?
That he was in prison?
Yeah. He was young too. What the fuck was the name of that? Sean Penn.
Definitely like all these cult classic movies. I mean, I was in a damn drunk tank and they were playing Scarface. That shit was crazy.
Bad Boys. That's what it was called.
Bad Boys?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is it?
Now with Will Smith, right?
No. This was in what year was this? Was it 83.
Mm-hmm.
Teen delinquent Mick O'Brien, Sean Penn, is sent to juvenile hall after unintentionally killing the younger sibling of a rival gang leader, Paco Moreno. In a drug deal con gone wrong, prison life proves even more brutal than the streets when Mick is forced to face off against reigning prison toughs Viking, which is Clancy Brown, which is interesting, and Tweety, Robert Lee Rush. Worse yet, on the outside, Paco is threatening to take revenge on those close to Mick, including his girlfriend. Played by Ali Sheedy. Yeah, that movie was fucked up. That was fucked up too. That was as that was as bad as freaking. That was before Oz.
Yeah.
Like I'm even looking at this scene right here. They're like, it's like
man. Like Lord of the Flies is pretty rough too, right?
Yeah. I mean this is Lord of the Flies is fantasy.
Yeah.
You could get sent to prison. There's some shit that could happen. So yeah. But can you remember what movie were you thinking of? Like, was it another prison or was it a show?
Scared Straight, but that one was like reality TV.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. That was. I mean, but and that was not as because kids were there, and it's like it's not quite the same.
Right.
But just to see like tales from the fucking jail.
Oh yeah.
That's why I can watch Orange is the New Black all day. I jerk off to that shit. Yeah, that's great.
Do they do any like like it's like a comedic show, right?
What?
That
Orange
show,
is the New Black?
right?
They have comedic parts. It's not as it has comedic parts. I don't know what you would call it. Because it's not mostly let's say it's what 40% comedy, 60%. I mean, it's humorous because that's a true story with her. But it's women's prison.
Mm-hmm.
Not to put anything light, but women raping women is far less scarier to me than a man raping a man. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's like a cat's having sex. You don't know if they're raping each other.
Right.
It's like I don't know. I can't understand cat. It's like, man, dude. Well, we're gonna wrap this up. Thank you for doing this damn podcast or video recording thing.
Word up.
My man Mark Logan. We'll be in the LA comedy scene, so if you guys are ever interested in checking us out, go ahead and follow us on Instagram. Logan Mark Prince.
Do the Mark Logan. That is my comedy. Instagram, and then Mark_Prince. That is my art.
On IG. You already know, like, share, subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be doing more episodes real soon, so go ahead and hit that notification button and be on the lookout for more content. See you guys real soon.
Peace. Hello.